10 Things You Missed in God's Plan by Drake. Drake has once again made history when he set a new Apple Music global streaming record with more than 60 million listens on God's Plan since its release on January 19th as a part of his Scary Hours 2-track single. God's Plan is a clean flowing track that discusses Drake's future. Being who he is in the industry, he knows that people want him to fail. However, God won't let him do that. And then again, with many people taking sides against Drake, he has proven again that he is far ahead of any rapper in the game right now. Drake has been in the rap industry for a very long time now, having released many hit songs, albums, and collaborations with many other artists. However, he did take a long break prior to dropping God's Plan. This caused many people to doubt Drake and his success. We now know that Drake is now one to sleep on, as he knows how the music world works. God's Plan is on track to becoming the most popular song in the past year, and with the recent success, it's definitely a possibility. But with that being said, there are many things that you all probably did not catch while listening to this new song. So today, we're going to be digging a little bit deeper into the 10 things you missed in God's Plan. Everything from the overall meaning to hidden lyrical messages that you're not gonna want to miss out. So be sure to watch this video all the way through and leave a like on the video to show your support. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss a single upload. With that being said, let's jump right into this list. Number 10. First things first. Starting off our list, we have some hidden meaning behind Drake's intro to the song, which he sings, "Yeah, they wishin' on me, yeah." As many Drake listeners probably know, he has a long history of conflicts. Chris Brown, who allegedly got into a tussle with Drake in a bar, has publicly defended Meek Mill over legal issues. Meek Mill and Drake have been beefing since 2015, when Meek Mill allegedly said that Drake didn't write his own lyrics. Meek went to tweet out saying, "Stop comparing Drake to me too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweeting my album, because we found out." However, these lines are likely referencing the ongoing beef between Drake and Joe Budden. Joe and Drake have had beef going on for a long time now. This all somewhat messy affair started around the time that Drake dropped his chart-topping, till this present day album, Views. Joe went on to sort of clown Drake all over Instagram, Twitter, and all other social media platforms, as Joe also released a podcast in which he flamed Drake for his songs. A few months went by, and Drake fired back with a sneak diss track on Joe and the record, 4 p.m. Ever since, the two have been having trouble with each other, and Drake is most likely referencing this beef in the intro of the song. Not to mention, in another song in Drake's new album, he directly talks about Joe and disses him, so we can only conclude this from here. Number 9. Coming up next, our next secret message comes from the line in the first verse which goes, "I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me." While the opening of this song does reference his beef with Joe, Drake completely changes the subject with this line. Although Drake squashed his major beef, he's still no stranger to conflict. Drake is stating in this line that he always seems to be put the blame for trouble with other rappers. For example, during his beef with Meek Mill, Drake responded to these allegations with his diss tracks Charged Up and Back to Back, which Meek Mill eventually responded with "Wanna Know?" After Drake's OVO Fest Back to Back and showed a slideshow of fan-made memes that dissed Meek Mill, Drake was widely considered the victor. This gave fans the urge to egg Drake on to continue his beef. However, all Drake wants is peace and happiness. I think this is definitely a good one on his part, as he's gone through so much in his rap career. And now that he is becoming of age, Drake needs to drop all these problems and focus on himself. But it's definitely hard to do so with all the prior altercations. Number 8. Next up, we have some things you missed in the next few lines. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you're loving on me. Y'all may be saying, "Oh, this is just a love letter from Drake trying to state his opinion," but there actually is something more to these lyrics. Drake doesn't want to be a love call in the middle of the night. He's worth the whole night. The rapper has echoed similar sentiments on his 2007 mixtape, Deep Cut, Don't You Have a Man. However, more importantly is the number 6 in these lines. While it may simply look like just a number and a very early time, it actually does have a significant meaning that a lot of people don't know. 6 also has correlations to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where Drake grew up and holds ties to. The nickname, the 6, comes from the 6 boroughs that make up Toronto. So Drake threw in a little hidden subliminal message in these lines to keep his listeners engaged. If you're able to spot the meaning of 6 while listening to God's Plan, you, my friend, are definitely a hardcore Drake fan. Take note of the number 6, because this is not the only time Drake brings it up in the song. Stay tuned for more hidden 6 messages. Number 7. We have a hidden meaning coming from the very first line of the catchy groovy chorus, hence the song's name. These lines are sung as God's Plan, God's Plan. Drake has been known to call himself 6 God, referring to his contributions to the uprise of hip-hop and R&B artists from Toronto, Canada. He has numerous songs in which he included this upraise of the name, such as 6 God from his 4th mixtape in 2015. If you're reading this, it's too late. What did I tell you? The number 6 comes up once again. Another interesting fact is that Drizzy is also Jewish. Most religious people have the belief that the certain actions or future successes and failures are a result result of a higher power, which is the motivation behind this line regarding God's plan. It's also important to note that this is not the only time Drake references God in his music. In fact, he has brought up the holy figure many times in his career. Many people have strong religious beliefs, and it's definitely safe to say that Drake is one of them. A lot of people probably didn't know that Drake was also Jewish, like we said earlier, so definitely be sure to leave a like for that one. Anyway, let's move on with this list. Number 6. We move a few lines down while still remaining in the chorus, and Drake sings, "I finessed down Western Road, a nest." As Urban Dictionary defines the word finesse, it is a unique ability to maneuver seamlessly around people or objects in a smooth manner. I wanted to make sure to get that out of the way before going deeper into this line. While many rappers use this word in their lyrics, particularly because of the cool meaning and the sound to it, Drake added some key points to this one. Western Road is a street in the Toronto area where Drake grew up. He even wrote a song on his 2016 album titled Western Road Flows, where he discussed his past and how he came to be who he is. More specifically on Still Here, Drake referred to a particular area, the corner of Jane and Weston, as where he grew up. Drake is unique in that he doesn't really care about people knowing where he's from. In fact, he wants to get it out there. Drake has had a vision of informing people where he came from and the background he started in. Many rappers are comfortable about sharing their hometown, but we don't often hear singers referencing the exact street they lived on as a kid. Western Road is where Drake originated in, and he will always remember where he started. I give props to Drake for sure, because that is definitely something most people don't sing about. Number 5. As we move on with our list, we have some more information you missed in the chorus. And the line, "I go hard on South G, yeah? Wait." While this line is short, it still remains a mystery and has a lot of meaning that you all need to hear about. There are many speculations regarding this line and overall meaning, so I'm gonna run through all of them. Southside may be a reference to Memphis, Tennessee. So what's important about Memphis? What does it mean? Well, the reason that this speculation is very likely is because Drake's father's side of the family is all based in Memphis. He even filmed The Worst Behavior music video in Memphis, featuring his father and cousins. As in the previous lines of the song, Drake seems to be talking a lot about his roots and where he's from, so this could definitely be a possibility. Drake may also be vaguely paying homage to a G-Unit song, Straight Outta Southside. This could be also a reference to the producer, Southside, who is from Atlanta. Drake has collaborated with this rapper and tends to go hard with any Southside produced track, such as 2016's Grammys or 2015's Digital Dash, so reference to Southside the singer may be possible as well. Lastly, Drake could also be referring to the south side of the Scarborough neighborhood, Galloway, which he references in a few of his songs. But anyway, let us know what you think this Southside reference actually means. We'd love to hear your opinion on this one, as it still remains unclear. Number 4. Coming up next, we have some information regarding the next verse and a few lines down, in which Drake sings 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. The word tatted is a reference to tattoos, which Drake has quite a few of. But what does 50 dub mean? This is a reference to Drake's friend and a member of his entourage, Thief, who unfortunately passed in September of 2017 in Toronto. To commemorate his late friend, Drake tatted Thief's face on himself in tribute. In an Instagram post on the 15th of December 2017, Drake explained his feelings of grief. Rest in peace to one of our family members, our brother. I still can't believe this morning was real. It was an honor to have shared years together, and I will always keep your memory alive forever. While the memory of his friend is most likely the explanation for this line, the word dub is also used as the meaning for win. Dub is short for W. Drake has many W's that he's gained in his career, and he could be talking about how many wins he's gotten. Many people have been sleeping on Drake recently, and with this song release, he made sure to pack the fire and also flex a few of his winnings. 2 meanings in 1 line. Now that's definitely something you don't see often. Drake is really good at hinting things for his followers, which is what he did here. Number 3. And for the next thing you miss in the song, this one comes from the line, without 40, Ollie, there would be no me. Imagine if I never met the Broskis. Noah 40 Shabib is a Toronto native, OVO family member, and Drake's main musical partner as a producer and engineer. 40's production has become synonymous with a changing trend in hip-hop. Drake is stating in these lines that he would not be anybody without help and the support from Noah. Once again, we saw a lot of these references to Drake's roots and family in the song, and that is shown again in these lines. After talking about 40, Drake shouts out Ali, short for Oliver North. This is a nickname for Oliver El Khabib, Drake's manager, half of October Firm, and OVO co-founder. Drake has made sure to shout out his Day One brothers in the song in many ways. This line is very significant as it shows how thankful Drake is for his success and helps along the way. As Drake says, imagine if I never met the Broskis. We can only imagine what Drake would be if there even was a Drake without meeting his Day One supporters and Broskis. Definitely gotta show respect for Drake for shouting out those who were with him from the start and not ditching them for fame. Number 2. The next thing you missed in God's Plan comes from both the choruses. This one will definitely shock you guys, so listen on in. Believe it or not, the 2 choruses are not the same. A few lines are removed removed and added, while some of the lines are changed completely. In the first chorus, Drake says, "I finessed down Western Road, a nest." However, in the second one, he says, "I've been since Scarlet Road, A. Scarlet Road is a main road throughout Toronto, Ontario, which you know as Drake's hometown. Drake is saying that the fame never changed him as a person. He's still the same person he was as he lived on Western Road. Also in the first chorus, he sings, "I hold back sometimes, I won't ya." While in the second, he sings, "I can't do this on my own. A. While Drake says he can't do this on his own, he's directly talking about his music career and how he has so much support from his fans, friends, and family, and most importantly, God. He knows that God has a plan for him, which is why Drake sang these lines right after saying God's plan. These two differences in the choruses are the most important ones to take note of. While there are a few other ones, the two mentioned in the video are important to know about. It's definitely cool that Drake added different choruses to his song, but what's even more fascinating is the importance of the differences you may have missed. Number 1. Drake ends off the song with a post-chorus repeat from the beginning, as most of the song pretty much talks about how he's in God's hands and how people are important to his support and success. He made sure to talk and end the song with the same meaning. We touched up on how Drake's opening to the song about his beef with rappers, but what a lot of people didn't catch on to is that he placed these beef references at the start and beginning. Most people who listen to a song are likely to catch the beginning and or end of a song. Scientific studies have proven this to be true, and Drake, as a smart music producer he is, had a great vision by strategically placing these lines in those positions. Thank you for watching till the end. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later in the next King Trending video. Peace.